Hello everyone, I'm going to do a first impression on a BB cream today. This is the MECCA Max Off Duty BB cream with SPF 15. I've had it in my collection for a long time now, but just haven't gotten around to trying it out. The reason I chose this for today's video is because it is quite affordable. It's only $24, which I think is really good because MECCA Max products, like the ones I've tried, I like quite a lot of them. A lot of my favorite things I'm pretty sure have been like discontinued, but they have some like amazing lipsticks, bronzers, blushes. So I'm excited for this. It comes in a good range of different shades, as you can see there. My shade is 205, which is described as yellow and neutral undertone. It's a lightweight SPF 15 BB cream. I love BB creams. I have since like the beginning of my channel. That's like my little mini flex, okay? I liked BB creams and CC creams since way back because, hello, Leo-LE, if you know, you know. Now loads of people bring out BB creams. If you don't know what a BB cream is, it's kind of like a foundation, but a little bit like moisturizer-y, skincare-y. I don't know why I'm making up words. Your skin's new BFF with SPF, with a fresh feel and a sheer dewy finish. This lightweight, low coverage tint melts into the skin in seconds for glowy, barely there coverage that won't let you down. Best applied with your hands. I'm not doing that. You can bet we've put our BB to the test, creating the perfect base for cream blushes, balmy highlighters, or nothing at all. Now I'm going to apply this just like I normally do with other foundations. I'm going to use it with powder. I'm going to use it with primer. I'm going to use it with all sorts of different makeup on top of my face, which you guys will see throughout this video. The reviews are mostly good. Lots of people saying it's really good value for money, and a couple of like lower reviews, like 2 out of 5 stars, people are saying it's not for oily skin or like a lot of acne, so perhaps better for drier skin. Cruelty free, vegan, natural finish, dewy and buildable, and it doesn't really say who it's for, but it is a dewy finish, so I would say probably normal combo or drier skin perhaps. I could be wrong. I have normal, slightly dry skin right now because it is winter, it is cold, I've been sick, my skin's just like had it all. And I've done my eyebrows, by the way, if you're wondering why they look kind of like OTT. Hopefully they don't look so crazy soon. So as I do with like all of my first impression like foundation videos, I will prime half of my face, and since this is like a dewy, glowy product, I'm not going to use anything with like shine. Maybe the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Why not? I haven't used this in so long. Which side? I'll put it on this side. We're just applying it on half of my face so we can see if there's any difference with the application, longevity, appearance, blah 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 blah. You know the drill. I'm going to let that set in. Open this up. Ooh, okay. Careful, don't squeeze it too hard. It comes pouring out. I'm actually going to use my Ultra Soft Powder Puff. This is the larger size. They also come in a set with a smaller one, which is good under the eyes, but I'm going to use this today. I love, love, love using this to spread out foundation, which is so random. So we're just going to spread this out. Oh, I can see why they say it's like better applied with your fingers. It's got a very moisturizing type application. I mean, some people will be like, duh, but hey, some BB creams have a very foundation-like application. This one, I feel like it's more like a tinted moisturizer than a BB cream, but it is gorgeous. The finish is so pretty. Look at that. Like the subtle kind of like glow. Oh my god. You good? Just keep going. I can't see. Oh my god, I'm still seeing dots. Okay, I feel like hopefully you can see now. Oh, it comes pouring out. Holy. Okay, I'm gonna build it up a little bit. I like the smell. It smells like sunscreen. I love the smell of sunscreen. It's like one of my favorite scents. Oh, it's nicely buildable. Added just a little bit more coverage over the redness. It feels really nice on my face. It feels so moisturizing. And if you know me, lately I have been really enjoying a lighter coverage. My last video I reviewed the KVD Beauty foundation and I just was not so much of a fan. It made me feel really dry and stuff like that. I am going to try it again in another future video with different primers and stuff, and we'll see if we can make it work. But on an everyday basis, you know, even when I'm doing glam makeup, like a product like this, I don't know, I really like them because you can just add concealer and then you can add all of your like bronzers and all of that and make it all more glam without having your skin like look super cakey and textured and heavy feeling, you know, like I don't know. I really like that. So pretty. Already I'm so impressed with their like finish, the feeling on my skin. I don't feel like I'm wearing foundation or anything. It feels like a really lightweight moisturizer. You can still see like the breakouts a little bit, But they look better, they look improved, and it just looks natural. If it wears okay, I could imagine myself using this a lot. I like the dewy finish. It's not like a shiny or shimmery kind of finish. It doesn't make my texture look worse. I feel like it improved my texture. It made my skin look, yeah, more hydrated. You already know this would apply amazing with your fingers if you are that way inclined. Got some big breakouts just here. It's looking really nice. Let's put some on my forehead and hide that concealer that's around my eyebrow. It's a bit too dark. This product paired up with a concealer, I just feel like would be a match made in heaven for every day. It feels really good. Even as it's like obviously dried down a little bit, it just feels like nothing. I'm gonna use a little bit of my Bye Bye Under Eye. This is in the shade medium, because I feel like, I don't know, it'll work well with this. I'm just guessing. It's a nice like peachy pinky color, which kind of color corrects as well. And I'm going to use the smaller ultra soft powder puff. I'm going to just blend that under my eyes. It looks so good. It's really sunny, so I don't know. I think it looks really good. And then I'm going to take a little bit of vanilla. This is the complete concealer. And I'm going to take a tiny amount and just apply that to the breakouts I have on my chin. I'm not going to bother doing a flash test for this. It's got SPF in it. I probably wouldn't wear it if you were planning on taking a lot of flash photography photos. And I'm also not going to set it just yet because I might use some cream products. But here's how it is looking unset. And I feel like on an everyday basis, maybe you wouldn't set this. I mean, up to you. Sometimes when it's just everyday, I like to just whip it on and not, you know, faff around with powder. I think it looks very, very pretty. The only place it doesn't look amazing is over this area where I've got like a lot of black. Let me zoom you in. Just the dewy finish, I guess. I think once we set it, it'll probably look better, but I will come back and show you guys how it looks, you know, once my makeup's all complete with the setting powder and everything. And it is 20 past 10, so I will be wearing this till at least 20 past 10 tonight, so we can do a full 12 hours. So far, I think it's really, really pretty. Really good for the price and really good for every day. Surprise! Oh my god, this is how my makeup turned out. I'm gonna upload this dice choosing my makeup. Literally, these dice chose every step of my eyeshadow and everything. I'm gonna upload that before this video, so you can go check it out if you missed it. I'll link it down below. Most fun I've had filming makeup in a little while, and it was really stressful. I was really worried about the color combination because I didn't choose this from free will, but I feel like it's cute. Anyways, the lighting outside is going hectic, so I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, and hopefully you guys can kind of see the foundation. I only set this with a little bit of the KKW brightening under eye powder, which is random, I know. I just used a really light veil of that. It mattified very, very easily, but honestly, setting mist, boom, that would make it so glowy again, but we don't use setting mist in our first impressions. On our foundation first impressions, I should say. But it's not like gross matte. It's a really nice matte. It's not like showing up heaps of skin texture. It's really pretty. Not added any more concealer or anything with coverage on top. We do have some cream bronzer and blush on. I did a little reel doing that, or like a YouTube short, so I'll link that below if you want to know my blush, bronzer, highlighter. Yes, I think it's looking really nice so far. There's a little bit of texture under my eyes, but I think that's from me dusting off fallout and things over and over and over and over again. I don't think that's this foundation at all because I didn't really put much foundation under my eyes, you know. The forehead looks so smooth. Like I said, my skin's like quite dry lately. This is what I mean about the lighting. My skin's quite dry at the moment. It's quite textured at the moment because I've not been on top of my exfoliation. So some foundations really grip onto anything and everything. This one, you can see where the breakouts are, obviously, but it's not like gripping to them at the moment. Did I say the time? It is basically at 12 p.m. I'll come back in a few more hours and we will see if it changes. But so far, I think it's beautiful. Hello, it has been 4.5 hours. I really had to work that out. And I think it's looking really nice. I feel like around the nose, it's a little bit funny. Look, it's kind of separated around the nose a little bit. That's the only change. It hasn't faded on my cheeks, which is kind of impressive considering it is like a very moisturizer feeling coverage product. Does that make sense? So it doesn't feel like a foundation whatsoever. I do feel like it looks so smooth too. Like on both sides, not just the prime side. So it's just, yeah, it's just the nostrils for me. That's literally like the only update I have for you. I've been wearing over-ear headphones and I feel like it hasn't even like come off very much. Can you hear that vibration? I don't know what they're doing. There's a house being built right next door and then we've got land on the other side of our house too and across the road. I'm not even joking, there's land everywhere. So for the next foreseeable future, few years, there's probably gonna be all sorts of crazy sounds in my YouTube videos, but oh well. Hello, I'm looking a bit like a hot mess now. It is about 7, so that's almost 9 hours nearly, right? Definitely looking worse for wear. I have to say, it's not really faded too much. Like, it's faded a little bit on the cheeks. It still looks passable maybe, but I do feel like through the T-zone, my natural oils have come through and melted the product a little bit more. So like we saw before, around the nostrils, but also like forehead, on the chin a little bit. And if I zoom you in, which I will in a second, you'll see like where I'm kind of getting a little bit oilier. And I don't have oily skin, but this is just where like the natural oils kind of come out of my face throughout the day. You can see where it's like separating a little bit. So if you have like super oily skin, I'm not sure how this will go for you. Also, my under eyes are like flaking, like the eye makeup. Yeah, I'm also going to just take off my lashes, because you know when you get to that point in the day where you're just over it, you shouldn't just pull them off like this, but I'm going to continue wearing it. I feel like I'm only going to make it to like 9:30, 10. I don't know if I'm going to make it the full 12 hours, but let me zoom you in. On the forehead you can kind of see what I mean, like where it's a bit oily, it's starting to get cakier. Do you see what I mean through here? And then on the chin as well, it's like separating a little bit over where I've got like texture and oil. Now I didn't use a full-on powder on top of this or anything. Like I said, I just did a really light dusting of that under eye powder just kind of everywhere, just to set it a little bit, but not a lot. So I guess, you know, you could add more powder and things like that. I still like it for a day-to-day product. You know, something just to run errands in, something I'm just gonna wear for like 3 or 4 hours if I'm going out for lunch or dinner or something like that. I feel like it's more of like a daytime though, rather than nighttime. With the SPF and everything, like it's just a nice like, yeah, just whipping out. You just want something to like, you know, hydrate your skin, look a little bit flawless, but not too made up or anything like that. I'll see you in a few more hours. We'll see if it gets worse. I am ready for bed. It's only 10 to 10, so it's half an hour less than 12 hours, but whatever. At this point, I want to go to sleep. I'm tired. I feel like it looks the same as the last update almost. I don't know, I'd have to like rewind and come back. Maybe it's faded slightly more, maybe it's slightly oilier. For me, this would be like a 6-hour wear foundation or less. Still like it. I still think I'm gonna get some good use out of it. I'm gonna take it upstairs and put it in my bathroom. So, you know, it's just the kind of product I can move on. I'll probably even use my fingers, I'll admit it. I probably will just chuck it on, you know, after I do my skincare, if I'm just like hopping out for the day and, you know, just wanna look somewhat even. I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of this She Glam setting powder stuff. I'm just going to do half my face, because I mean, this is the other option, you just, you know, set it again. It does look a little bit cakey, but if you're in a pinch, I've got a lash stuck to my brush. This usually does the trick, right, if you're in a pinch. And I mean, it looks fine, like you'd get away with that. Still think that looks really nice. I mean, it looks smooth still, it's just, yeah, it does start to get a little bit textury, separated-y, whatever you want to say, with oil. So keep that in mind. Perhaps it could happen with sweat too, because similar situation. And I mean, it fades after a while. So I'm gonna go wash this off. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what products you want me to try next, because I do want to stock up on a few foundations to do some first impressions on. I really enjoy filming these videos. I know, like, you know, they don't get as many views and things like that, but I still like doing them. Like, I find them fun. So, you know, if they help someone out, that's all that matters. Yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.